my name is Brother Daniel de Tesanos. I'm from Santiago, Chile, and this is my 4th year in the Legion. I was born in a Catholic family in Chile. My family was Regnum Christi members, my dad and my mom. So I was always close to Legionaries and Consecrated Men and Women. But even though I was close to them, I never thought to become a legionary or to be a priest. My mom always told to us that her biggest dream was to have a legionary in the family. But as I have 2 older brothers, I always thought that they would be called and not me. When I was 17 years old, I went to a holy hour after about 2 years in which I was not living very good my faith, and a legionary brother, invited me to go there, and I have a deep encounter with Christ, maybe the biggest that I have ever had, and that moment changed my life. And I remember when I was after that in my bed trying to get sleep, and one of the ideas that came to my mind was to become a legionary, but I was so afraid that I get really nervous. So in my next spiritual direction with this brother that now is a priest, Father Javier, I told him what happened to me, and he said, "Daniel, don't worry. If God is going to be a priest, He will let you know, and just live in peace." So I take that words into my life, and I say, okay, I don't need to be worried. So after 3 months, I was dating with a girl, and I was living better my faith. So I didn't thought again on that. But after some months with my girlfriend, I realized that was not for me, that I needed to do something else for God. But I was not totally clear. So before I went to the World Youth Day in Rio in 2013, I decided to go and being free without a girlfriend, so I can be open to hear God's will in my life. But the day that I was talking with her, she asked me, "Are you finished this relationship because you want to be a priest?" And I had never told her anything about that. So for me that was really hard in one sense, but I also saw the hand of God there maybe. So after some months that I was praying and trying to find God's will in my life, I had the opportunity to go and have a year of missions. And I was sent to Barcelona in Spain. I worked there with a community of legionaries in a school, helping them with young boys and girls, and also organizing pilgrimages and groups and prayer groups. So after that year, I was still being afraid to say yes to God. It was really hard for me to leave my country forever, to leave my family. I have a very nice family. My relationship with my brothers and sisters is really good. So for me it was really hard to leave that. So after the year, I came back to Chile and I started studying psychology. But during that year, I went to missions once, and we built a chapel in a very poor town in the north of Chile, in the desert. And after we finished the chapel, one of the old ladies of the town told me, "You know, Daniel, I'm not totally happy." And I asked her why, and she said, "Because now we have the chapel, but we don't have the priest. And the priest maybe will come once in a month." And in that moment, I felt really inside of my heart that I could have given to God a year, weeks of missions, apostolate, prayer, many moments of my life, but He was asking for more. He was asking for my whole life. And in that moment, I received that grace that I was waiting for, to say yes with all my heart, and to give that step of generosity. And after that moment, I start telling all my family, my friends, and everybody support me. Even my friends that are not Catholic, they told me, I know that you are happy helping others. I know that you are happy praying. And I'm happy if you're happy. So since then, everything has been really easy, and obviously with the grace of God. And since the first moment in the novitiate, I have been always happy. I had never doubt in my vocation. And then when I was sent here to the US, even though I didn't know English very well, I was like, okay, God, if you want this for me, I will do it. I will give my best, and I need to keep working because the souls are needed for priests. And that old woman is waiting for me in Chile. Maybe not for me, maybe I will be sent in another place, but I know that the world needs more priests, and I also know that the world needs well-formed priests. So please pray for me, pray for all the brothers that are in this house, and we are praying for you too.